did the whole subject come up with Madame Clark about getting this jewelry?
I don't know. I don't know how it came up. You know, I just have a memory of. A memory of it just came up one day.
Well,
I want to see my jewelry. I want to see my jewelry. It's in the big safe. Can you get it for me? I go, well, what's the combination? And she goes, I don't recall. Can you have it open professionally? I said, yeah. It's going to be a little expensive, but...
Was Hadassah present when you had that conversation with her?
Probably.
And after, then I take it after that. What's wrong with that? In that conversation, did she say why she wanted to see the jewelry?
No.
Did she say anything about what she wanted to do with it?
No. She never told me what she was going to do with it until I brought it down there.
So I take it, so she brought it up, the subject up. She said that she wanted you to hire someone to break into it to remove the jewelry and to bring it to her, correct?
Yeah.
And so that she could see it.
Yeah.
Am I right so far? Did she say anything else at that time about what she wanted? So you did that. You hired someone. You got into it. You inventoried it, and you brought it to her. Correct?
Yes.
Was it in what form was it? In a big box? What was it in?
They were all. It was the best stuff in the world. It was all Cartier and Van Cleef and Arpels, and each was in its own private box. And you don't walk out of there with that kind of boxes. So I just put it in like a shopping bag. You could still carry it. It was like that.
And went to the hospital with it.
Went to the hospital with it.
And when you got to the hospital with it, and went to the hospital with it. And when you got to the hospital with it, what did you do with it?
Showed it to her. When she went through it all, it was fun for her. It took hours. She's very meticulous, very artistic person. She was a great artist, and she just would go through it all. And then she's the one to start, there was a magazine, a very famous magazine, I can't remember what, that was 60, 70 years old. And sure enough, the woman on the cover was wearing this elaborate stuff that she had in the collection. And then, next thing I know, she was giving it away.
Well, when you say giving it away, let me back up. When you brought it there, was Hadassah Peri there?
Yes.
And so the three of you were in the room when Madame Clark was going through the boxes, correct?
Yes.
And while in that process of her going through the boxes, did she say that she wanted to give this stuff, that is the jewelry, away?
Yes, she said, I'm going to give this to you, Hadassah, or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm. And what did Hadassah say when she said that?
Oh, thank you.
And did she also say that she wanted to give you some pieces?
Well, not exactly. And then what happened was, after a while, Hadassah said there was a beautiful, mostly it was baby stuff that they gave me, but there was a beautiful crucifix that was rubies, and it was really beautiful. And Hadassah said, she goes, oh, Mrs. Clark, why didn't you give this to Chris? Because she goes, I'm not Christian anymore. Now I'm Jewish, so this would be funny. So once she goes, oh, that's a great idea. So she gave it to me, and that's the truth of that story.